Getting ready to go to the UP. Going to be going to Drummond Island. There we go with all our stuff packed up. Got the full load. This is our first time going for a week. Come along with us as we explore Shale, the amazing, historic fossil ledges. Let's not forget about some epic off-road riding and the absolute worst stuck in the mud I've ever been thanks to the tight, twisty trails. A great camping trip was had at Trailhead Campground. Let's drop in on Dirty Jack and the Dusty Bean.
We're gonna figure this out.
Getting ready to go across to Drummond Island. All loaded up, ready to go. Second in line for the ferry. There's the ferry coming in. We're getting ready to get on. There's people getting off the ferry. It's really funny. We just got on the Drummond ferry and all of a sudden everything starts moving. I mean, we're the second one on, pulled on, stopped. Within 10 seconds, we're just like getting our bearings about us. We're moving. I went to hit the brakes. The ferry's already moving.
Literally 10 seconds.
Man,
I thought he was rolling backwards.
It must have just took him a few seconds to load this thing up. You can already tell we're moving. Going across to Drummond Island. Pretty quick trip so far.
We're at Drummond Island. Made it to our campsite. As you can see, it's raining, but we did get our tent and our screen house up before it started.
We just got set up. It started raining.
Good for quad riding. No dust, and let's look for puddles.
No dusty bean now. Be the clean bean. We just got the Drummond Island set up camp. We went over to Esther's.
We're at Esther's on Drummond Island. First impression was pretty cute. I saw it online, thought it looked cool, wanted to come here. Got here. It's amazing. Have any hanging out in our living room on Drummond Island. It was a little rainy today, and the bugs have been a little bit crazy this weekend, so we put our solar lights inside our screen room, and we're just hanging out in our living room tonight.
You can hear it's raining pretty good on us. It has been for a while. Tent's doing great. We're dry and actually enjoying the sound of the rain on the tent. It's holding up great.
Good morning from Drummond Island. It rained all night. The sound on the tent was awesome. It stayed totally dry in here. Everything looks great this morning. Probably going to be some great puddles today. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still raining.
Rained on us all night, which the tent stays nice and dry. We're excited about it because the trails can get real dusty, and hopefully the puddles and the riding's pretty good. So here on Drummond Island, that's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of Jeeps, side-by-sides, not as many ATVs, but we hit some ATV trails yesterday. They were pretty good.
Good morning. Just making breakfast. I fried up some bacon. Then I decided to brown some broccoli in the bacon grease and add some onions and seasoning. And I'm going to make some little egg bites that are going to be cheddar broccoli egg bites to go with our bacon. Let's see how it turns out. Just chopping up the broccoli into these little mason jar lids, and I'm going to crack the eggs into it to hold it all together. It's like a little mini egg bite right here with some broccoli and cheddar.
First breakfast on Drummond Island. Turned out really good. We're here at Trailhead Restaurant, Bar and Campground. We're gonna go out for our first trip.
Right to Drummond Island!
A lot of this. It rained last night and there's a lot of water here. This is a trail Just a bunch of flat rock on it. We're cruising on one of the gnarliest 50-inch or less trails I've ever been on Drummond Island. You can see here we're going over this bridge. So we're at a point right here where it says Shale Beach there. Marblehead's that trail. Shale Beach is this one. So we're going to go down to Shale Beach first. We've never been to either one. The riding does get pretty crazy over here. So we just hit a spot where it says to go Shale Beach, go this way. I'm glad that was on there. Oh boy, Shale Beach Trail. There it is.
Just took a really cool ride from our campground to Shale Beach. On our quads, you should have seen the trails.
Whoa.
There were some gnarly mud puddles, some crazy rocks, some steep climbs.
This is kind of the parking area. And then this is what they call Shale Beach. So it's our first time here, so we're walking down with you. Wow, pretty crazy. Peek at Shale Beach.
Oh, look at that one.
Just all this shale. We're getting some chairs and we're gonna go down and sit for a minute. This is Shale Beach. After all the effort to get here, it feels real good to just sit down and relax, enjoy the scenery, and take it all in. I have to say, the scenery here really blew our minds. The feeling of tranquility, being at one with nature, is well worth the trip. Shale Beach, Drummond Island is a must-see. Wow. That's all I can say as we look at this. Simply wow. Marblehead. Path going into Marblehead. Pretty interesting. A lot of mud. That's a heck of a puddle right there. Look at that. Going into Marblehead. We're on an ATV. The water's deep. The water's deep. Okay. Two-wheel drive, rocky bottom. Trailhead going into Marblehead. Trail going into Marblehead, I should say, but look at all this. Mud. You could bypass it right there. Big rocks in here, so you gotta be kind of careful. Come up on the sign, Glen Cove to the left, Marblehead to the right. Well, we're going to Marblehead. So this is Marblehead, Drummond Island. We just went down that big rock climb. If you ever watch any videos on this, everybody always puts them on there. It's pretty gnarly. We haven't been back up it, but we went down. Now we're getting to the viewing point, Marblehead Viewing Point. Woo! Wow, it takes your breath away. Marblehead Viewing Point, Drummond Island, Michigan. Island over there that you see in the distance might even be Canada. We're here at Marblehead Viewing Point on Drummond Island. Absolutely stunning.
If you have an ATV, I highly recommend riding the trails and coming up here. It's a bucket list place to visit.
Absolutely. These are the shale rock formation, the rock climbing, leading out to Marblehead Viewing Point. So this must be Marblehead rock climber. Tina's getting ready to go up it. I just did. We can't go up to the center here. That's where you see a lot of the big vehicles attempt it. That's awfully big. But we can go up fairly easy on the right. Probably on the left too. Left looks a little tougher in some spots. Here she goes. Here comes Tina the Dusty Bean. This is a pretty good little rock climb. These machines have done really well. That's your trickiest spot right there. Good job. So this is just typical trail on Drummond. When you come across stuff like this, we're not exactly sure where we're going. We left Marblehead, did 2 of these there, and now we just stumbled on this one. Pulling back into Trailhead Bar, Restaurant, and Campground.
Well, we had a great day of riding. Got back to camp and decided to throw some turkey burgers and green beans on the griddle. Didn't feel like going anywhere. We're just going to sit here and relax in the screen room tonight. Probably have some wine.
Well, on the menu tonight for our red wine, one of the deals for years was Tina always wanted me to bring a good bottle of red wine on our ATV trips. Sounded like a good deal to me. We're here at the Trailhead Bar, Campground, Restaurant.
We're heading to Fossil Ledges this morning. It's going to be a great ride. It's gorgeous out.
This is the road going in, or the ORV route going into Fossil Ledges. Look at it. Let's see how deep this sucker is. A lot of water. Got about 10 hours of rain straight the other night. That's the very final trek coming into Fossil Ledges. There's our walk down. Here's our little park spot. So we're gonna go down there. Check this out. Okay, this is the walk down. Fossil Ledges. Pretty cool. Haven't seen much of it yet. You're not gonna ride down here. Not that you're allowed to, but this is it. Out here. There it is.
We made it to Fossil Ledge. It's beautiful here. This ledge is really cool to walk on. We have our boots on, so we have a little bit of traction. Awesome.
Getting a little good view here of Fossil Ledges. Just kind of walking along. I'm checking it out. Pretty neat, huh? Nice thing is the rock out here is not too slippery. Shale Beach was all algae, pretty slippery. Here is not. We're here at Fossil Ledges on Drummond Island, Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
It's crazy beautiful here. You gotta come see it.
It's another bucket list item on just this island alone. Shale Beach, Marblehead Viewing Point, and now Fossil Ledges. That's just a few of the things on Drummond Island. You gotta make your way over here. What do you think of those ATV trails?
I love the ATV trails. They're challenging. I wouldn't recommend them for beginners, but if you like a little bit of obstacles and some challenges, maybe some rock climbs, and some excellent, amazing views, come to Drummond Island.
Yes, agreed. Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we arrived. Fossil Ledges. Just look at the step down into the clear water. And think about it, we're standing on ancient fossils back from a time where this used to be a warm seabed. Oh, what more can I say? So this is where you park for fossil ledges, right through here. Like a little, just, and then you get down, there's little cut throughs through the trees. That's where you walk down. So here's the little parking lot. Trail coming in and out. There's multiple ones of these. Like the cut down through here, there's multiple cut downs through here to take you down. See there, we just came from down there. It goes down just a little bit, ends with boulders, and then here's the route coming in and out. This route.
We're riding back from the trails and we're out of ice back at camp, so we're stopping at the country store to get some ice.
Some ice, got Chuck's place right across the street. Got a little bit of a following at it. We've been wanting to hit that, we might still, but let's get in there and get our stuff out of the country store.
Got the ice.
Got the goods.
Got the stuff.
Got the goods.
We went for an amazing ride today to Fossil Ledges, and we came back to our campground and they have a bar and restaurant. Kind of open. They have cornhole in here. They have a little table in back where they sell some rocks you can find on the island. You can see they have the bar. Bob's eating whitefish. How was your food?
At our campground, some people we met said there's a beach here on Drummond Island you just have to see. Big Shoal Cove is where we're at. So here's the beach. We haven't been here, and they said it's so good that if once we come, we're going to want to come back just for this beach. So we're pretty excited to see it.
That's property, but I mean, state law is you can walk any to the family. You can't own it. Right. So I was here with another married couple.
Just heading into Gourmet Gallery. Look at this little bimini. Let's see what's in here.
Look at all the beers in here. All the Sheboygan's.
Let's see what they got. Picking out our fudge.
You're getting some fudge. Getting ready to take it out and snack on fudge, and we'll go see the sights on the ATVs.
Getting ready to try the fudge we just bought. Reading some trail maps. Found a restaurant menu. Might want to get a salad later at.
One of the views along the trail. Still in a tight Twisty's trail. So far it's been pretty good. Actually just a fun trail, not as hard as many of the others. Yeah, almost. If it wasn't so wet.
Bob, do you want me to back up right here with my weapon?
Oh man, how
do we
only another 40 feet to go.
Probably right there, Gina, backing in there.
Yep. Let mine out.
I am. You should be able to unhook it at that point. That mud will fly off.
Finally got it out of the mud. Gotta hand it to Suzuki. Look at these. Woo!
After some careful winching and some help from our friends, we got the machine out in perfect condition, just a little muddy. Now it's time to find some water. Here we come, Logjam Trail. Here we come. technical riding here. Put it in low 4. They built a log bridge. Dusty Bean made light work of it.
We're at the log jam on Drummond Island. Bob's gonna give it a shot.
Look at that water. Log jam gets pretty deep. After all that mudding, we had to go out and find some good water to rinse it off. Now it's time for a nice leisurely ride back to go get some ice cream. We hit every hard trail we could find on the map and had a great time.
Stopping for ice cream. This place just sold. You can see there's a sale pending sign. Hopefully they keep it the ice cream place on Drummond Island. Right across the street from Northwood. Little souvenir shop next door. Drummond Island Realty, and just behind that you'll see the visitor center. I highly recommend going in there and getting some maps. Let's find Bob.
Wow, is Drummond Island an outdoors person's paradise? Whether you're hiking, kayaking, off-road riding, and more, it's a beautiful island. Coming back from the hard day of riding, a deer decided to come right into our campsite and pay us a visit before we started packing up to go home. Till the next time, Drummond Island. Till the next time. Well, the end of our trip has come. We're here on Drummond Island. Got our stuff packed up. Getting ready to head back south to home or friend's house or somewhere here. We're going to go catch the ferry soon.
It was a great stay. Drummond Island was a blast.
Highly recommend this one. Technical riding, kayaking, hiking, fishing. If you're an off-roader and you don't like technical stuff, not the place for you. Otherwise, it's a must. Bucket list item.
Awesome.
Bucket
Awesome
list.
Trip. Just pulling onto the ferry, leaving Drummond Island. We had an amazing trip. We kind of rushed over because we noticed the time. It's 5:09. They leave on the 10s when you leave the island.
Bye, Drummond Island. We will be back. Absolutely bucket list place to go, guys. Drummond Island, Michigan. There's the tour. We're on the ferry. What a beautiful place. There's our stuff. We hit some mud and some stuff like we have never hit.
Getting ready to go over Mackinac Bridge, leaving the Upper Peninsula. So this is going over Mackinac Bridge. You'll see a lot of recreational vehicles every time you go up and down this corridor of Michigan. You can see the Fort Mackinac to the right, and Mackinac City to the left. It's really pretty tonight.
Upper Peninsula of Michigan is a nature lover's paradise. Drummond Island is no exception. We saw wonderful sights, met great people, and will definitely be back. Thank you for a wonderful time, Drummond Island.